as two business partners, the most common fundamental principle between the two of us has to be one of trust. It has to be one of something that we can verify, something that we can believe as common business partners in any business. I will tell you this, any business where two partners don't trust each other, any business where one party says you need to do X, Y, and Z because I told you, is a business that is not only not run well, it is a business that can never be as successful as it can be. Over the last 12 days, 14 days, we've culminated a process that began 2 years ago. It actually began even before we met on May 18th of 2009, where on behalf of every player in the National Football League, I wrote to Roger Goodell and said, as we begin our negotiation process after you have opted out of this contract, I call upon the National Football League to do one simple thing. Show us the financial justification for opting out of this deal. Meet us halfway as your business partner and explain why you opted out of a deal where we know that the business of football is hearty, we know that the viewership is up, we know that the love and the fervor for our game has not waned. Meet us halfway and provide us with a justification for saying no to a new collective bargaining agreement. What I didn't know on that day when I wrote that letter was that almost the same time I wrote that letter, the Management Council and the leaders of the National Football League were meeting in secret to talk about how they game contracts to provide them with cash during a lockout. So while the players were moving forward thinking that this was about fairness and honesty and transparency, the National Football League was meeting in secret to talk about collusion, conspiracy, leverage, and breaking our union. As we moved forward over those next 2 years, not knowing what was going on behind closed doors, we nonetheless did our best to engage in something called collective bargaining and good faith negotiation. Over the last 14 days, we did our best to do those things. The National Football League made a proposal to us starting off at asking for $1 billion a year. And now with a great deal of fervor and pride almost, they wanted to announce that our differences were only $650 million. And wouldn't it be a great thing if we just split the difference?